Aidan hugged me last week when I went to leave, and it was a revolution. It was everything that you wished it was.
Have you just been sat on that thought since last week?
Yeah, it was just you'd never hugged me before, and I was like,
What do you mean I've never hugged you before?
No, bro.
What do you mean?
You were like, and we were like stone cold sober, and you said, "Have a good week," and you hugged me, and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Right.
That's not like you.
Note to self: don't fucking hug Connor again.
Now that's gonna be awkward when we go and leave tonight.
Yeah,
we'll be like,
pat you on the back.
Should I hug you?
See you, champ. I'm not hugging you again. Not after that.
It's just not like you, and it surprised me.
I hug my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Hug.
I saw your mum walking the dog at the beach the other day.
That's nice.
And I drove past and she didn't see me, but
That's for the best.
But it was there.
Everyone's a winner in that situation, aren't they?
What's this shade about? Huh?
I don't know.
Why are you being so mean to me?
Unearthly child, baby. Oh.
Fire!
Make fire! Fire! We are starting our little journey through Classic Who. Through the classic, I don't know what this fucking accent is. We are
60 years old this year. This episode.
We're gonna review a serial from all of the 7 classic Doctors, and that should take us pretty much right up to the 60th, where we'll start dishing out some 60th anniversary content, right?
How exciting!
But
are
wait,
you as excited as me, Aidan?
No.
Oh.
Or the audience, because the audience are like, I don't want to watch classic Doctor Who. That
does?
shit sucks.
Yeah.
But we will still be covering your latest news, hot gossip, trendy trends, and all that kind of thing. So you better not be going anywhere, young listener.
Young listener.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that, Aidan.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Reviewing episodes that are 60 years old, but giving you the latest news.
That's right. Yeah, it's like a little contrast, you know?
I like that. I like that. You know, we're doing our thing. We do it so you don't have to.
Exactly. So, but that being said, if you feel like you want to jump on and listen to watch a classic Doctor Who episode, and you've not watched classic Doctor Who before, we're going to be watching some of the most iconic, some of the most revolutionary episodes of classic Who.
I say if you want to go watch classic Who, I say at the moment, good luck, because it's so hard to watch. I literally couldn't find it in Australia on any service.
It's fucked.
Thanks, BBC. Thank you, Disney Plus, for not adding it 2 months till the 60th. I'm mad at you. I'm really mad. I've had it up to here.
I think it's more complicated than that, though, because I think it's like BritBox UK has the streaming rights in the UK, right?
Yeah, I know how streaming rights work, Aidan.
No, but I'm just saying, sure, maybe no one currently has the streaming rights to it in Australia, but so like Disney has probably like bought those rights, perhaps, but they're probably kind of like waiting to do a launch that connects to like the UK. You know what I mean? Like BBC iPlayer gets all of Classic Who, and at the same time Disney Plus gets all of Classic Who.
That's fair, but then why take it off BritBox in March? Because then it's just off and it's not anywhere. Because like
BritBox was probably like, we want to renew it for 2 years, and BBC were like, well, we want to give it to Disney Plus in 6 months, so never mind.
Well, I'm just saying this episode is 60 years old, and I had to go like hell and high water to watch it, so that's just a bit crazy to me.
It is, yeah. I was lucky because did you buy me this box set? I can't remember if it was you or not.
I'm a good gift giver.
You gave me a badge that said love on it 2 weeks ago.
Why'd you always bring this up?
Because I just
Why'd
know
you always bring this up?
I just know it winds you up.
Horrible.
I know it winds you up. That's why
it does wind me up, because this is a nice gift. You're such a twat. I literally hate you.
I know.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I know, a lot.
This is so mean.
This is.
Don't look at my badge.
I keep looking at it. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, sorry for trying to spread fucking kindness in the world, which is a horrible, disgusting, awful trash land.
You walked in my house today and I thought, oh, he's wearing the badge again.
I wear it. I literally don't take it off. I always wear it. I wear it at work, or I literally wear it in my sleep. It doesn't come off. It just stays on.
Well, it's good. I like it. You change the color every day?
Yeah, I try to, yeah.
That's wholesome.
Yeah. Well, I try and match it with like the shirt.
Clever and wise.
Sometimes it matches my eyes better.
I like that. You should...
I'm trying to look after myself a bit more, I think.
What? Match your eyes to your... your badge to your eyes.
3 weeks ago I had a bit of a revelation.
What's that?
I can't say.
Was it a revolution of the Daleks?
No, it was a horrible revelation, and it really threw me. And I was like, I'm going to be better than those people.
Well, better.
I'm going to lose weight and be happy.
And now you're on a health kick.
I am for the last week.
We both kind of are. So
I've ditched all the sugar and fat in my life.
Get that shit out of here.
Mostly, I mean, obviously, like, you have a few slip-ups, but, like, slip-ups?
Slippity doos?
Nah, I've been good, actually. I mean, the weekend it was my dad's birthday, and we were in Savannah, so I had a few grogs, but not as much as you'd think.
Yeah. I'm thinking a lot.
Not timeless child amount of grogs.
Yeah, so on that subject, we did do a sober show last week.
Yeah.
And
Look at us go.
It's going to be sober shows for the next few weeks because both of us are on like mini health kicks. I'm not drinking at the moment because I am in production on a film at the moment, and that's sort of my weekends and my weeknights is sort of working on different areas of that. And I just need to be sort of on my A game for it. And seeing as I'm like so busy filming on weekends, it's like there's no reason.
Don't want to hear that word.
I don't really have a lot of time on the weekends to drink anyway, so it's like I might as well just cut it off completely and just have a bit of just refresh the body, you know.
I haven't done it, but I heard that it's so like you feel so much better.
I do. I feel like more like onto things.
Yeah, you're not less sluggish.
I'm sluggish today because I did like a 13-hour shoot yesterday.
That makes sense.
But like other than that, like all through last week when I hadn't drunk like for that over a week, I was like, I'm loving life.
There's a spring in your step.
It literally is, and I just feel more like just onto stuff. Like
it's kind of depressing if you think. I was thinking about this the other day. Like I saw like a guy. It was like 8:00 at night, and he was like in business wear, going to like the bottle shop, and like he was obviously buying booze to like go home and drink. I'm like, this is just sad. Like this is the world we live in. Like you work all day just to go home and have a few beers, and then fall asleep, and you wake up and do it all over again. Like, the only thing that really probably makes you happy all day is when you're probably with your family or your wife or your kids or alone, cracking a beer. And that's sad. Isn't that the world we live in?
That's society, isn't it?
Yeah,
but the key is love your work.
Yeah.
Keep the badge on at
hard
work.
Love work though, because I feel like
I get it.
Work can be just like too hectic, and you're like, I just can't be bothered with this.
Yeah, 100%.
Not this show. This show is always a delight.
I hate this show. This show, if you're still listening, is the 50% Doctor Who podcast. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor, over on the TikTokies at 50Doctor Who. And make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Eventually, maybe.
We're close.
It might not ever happen.
We're creeping in. We're tiptoeing. 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. One step back. One step forward, one step forward, one step back, one step forward. Not that I'm just like sat there looking at the subscriber count. You know, of course I don't do that.
I have it like in my brain, like it just gives me updates, like the sonic screwdriver.
I have my hourly check of the
ding.
app. I'm like,
it hasn't moved. But ding, it's gone down.
Yeah, it's like just letting you know, no new subscribers today.
Just let you know you've lost 2. Dude, we suck. This is like, who would have thought we're at nearly 200 episodes and we're like so bad. Like no one watches us.
We had a lovely email come through today saying we love your work.
I didn't want to. I shared the comment. I didn't share the email because I feel like that was too personal. But it wasn't even personal. It was I don't want to share someone's like email. But I did share if anyone puts a nice comment, I always share it on the Instagram.
So
to show off to people that
makes us seem like we're a little bigger than we actually are, doesn't it? But also, if you do want to donate to us to get us a better sounding show, we're slowly saving up over on the Ko-Fis for some new audio equipment. So there's a link down below.
Fire, so we can get fire.
So we can talk about fire in more high quality sounds.
Fire.
50% pop cat.
Like that verse was fire.
Absolutely, you're spitting fire, mate. You're like 50.
I got a message last week and it was like, I love the intro. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Thanks. Every now and then I listen to it and I'm like...
And I was like, well, actually, it's me rapping over it, so...
Oh, come on.
I gave you credit. I was like, Aidan made the beats.
I did. I was like...
And I did the verse.
You didn't just like lay down the verse, though. You just like were like, we should have an intro that sounds like this. Fitty. Yeah. And I just ripped that, came out as a surprise with you. Doesn't matter. Anyways, we're a Doctor Who podcast.
That's great.
Connor, do we have some Doctor Who news?
We have so much Doctor Who news, actually.
Actually, is this bullshit? What's going on here?
Are you nuts? We got 4 new pictures.
What the fuck is that? There's one cool one. The other one's just like, yeah, sure. Okay, so Doctor in the TARDIS. Doctor stands...
We're having a fucking show here. We have to talk about stuff.
All right.
When news does happen, you're like, this sucks. I don't want to talk about it. There's a lot to dissect,
Let's be excited about the 60th anniversary for a second, guys.
Okay, we fucking switch roles or something.
Let's go. Okay, so...
All right, first picture.
Right.
All right, do you want to talk about the best one first or leave that to last?
Let's do the best one, because that's the one I only really care about.
Far effing out. All right, go on.
So David Tennant, he's outside the TARDIS, got the vest on, clearly Wild Blue Yonder, because you can see outside the TARDIS, it's like silver. No, don't point your finger at me yet. It's like got the silver spaceship vibes. And he's wearing the vest, which so far all we've really seen him wear the vest in is Wild Blue Yonder stuff. Stop shaking your head, Connor. We'll get to it in a second.
You're wrong.
And all the TARDIS is steamy. It's got gold coming out. And David looks hot. And the whole, just the colours, the use of the smoke coming out of the TARDIS. It's like, it's yum. I just want to like eat it and lick it and just like rub it all over my tummy. And and that's about it. What am I wrong about?
Are you done having a tantrum? Okay.
I was praising it, you fuckhead.
Okay, you're wrong, by the way, about the vest.
What?
Because I'm a nerd and I noticed this.
Okay.
All right, there's a picture of like the slate, the cameras,
Yes,
the slate, and it has Rachel Talalay as a director on it, and he's wearing the vest in the background, and that is from Starbeast, which is episode 1.
I know that.
So my theory is, if you allow me, nah. All right, something happens to the jacket. He like loses it, and then in the 3rd episode he gets it back.
This is my theory.
This is so boring. He loses his jacket. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, well,
I do, but I don't know if anyone else does.
This is my 60th anniversary. Can we make a clip out of this? The crazy 60th anniversary theory.
Go ahead.
My theory is that David Tennant, the 14th Doctor, now with Donna Noble, who probably maybe remembers who he is, maybe still doesn't at this point. They're at their house, at the Noble household, okay? And the Doctor walks in, and Sylvia's like covering it up. And she's like, he's not here. You can't see him. That clip, okay? Yeah. And then Donna's like, oh, it's a doctor. And crazy shit happens. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe they solve the mind thing. Maybe they don't. Bottom line is, I feel like the Starbeast ends with the Doctor and Donna having some kind of like D&M in the Noble house, okay? He's wearing a big coat, mate. You don't wear big coats when you're sat around indoors. So I reckon he takes the jacket off. That's why you have the photo of him in just the vest at the Noble house, and then him and the Donna go into the TARDIS, and then it's like TARDIS blows up.
Donna spills coffee on the console, and that's what makes it go.
And then it goes into Wild Blue Yonder.
Okay.
They rock up on this spaceship, and he's in.
Nah, you're right. Okay, cool, whatever.
Right. Okay. Good chat. Good podcast.
There's one of Neil.
We might as well just finish the episode. Okay.
The Neil Patrick Harris one and the Beat the Me are pretty much just shots we've already seen, but like with like just a white.
I'm sick of it.
Me too.
The Beat the Me one's good, but I'm sick of the Neil Patrick Harris dance. We saw the same shot 900 times when they were filming it. We've seen it in the trailers. We've seen like so many different stills of it.
Yeah.
Here I am just saying, don't give me more 60th hype. I don't want it. Don't give it to me.
I agree. And then there's one of like the dots from Donna hugging looking scared with like a black background.
Like a black void. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, do you think they just edited out the background? It might be something spoilery.
Perhaps. Definitely could have.
Who cares?
I don't know. Or they could just be in a dark room. I don't know.
It's the Matrix, boy.
It is the Matrix. Maybe they're the void between worlds.
Oh wow. Is Teto in there?
Whoa. Who's Spy?
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we got a little fallback from the past.
Yeah.
That was started in 2004 in the hype leading up to Rose. Who Spy was sort of the behind the scenes thing. I don't know if it was like a social media thing, because social media wasn't that big back then.
On
or
MySpace.
At all. Yeah, maybe it was like, maybe in the mail you got like little photos.
Hello, here's the new picky. Nah, it's kind of cool. I read the whole article and it was just, so David Tennant, how do you feel about coming back?
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was so great to come back.
Wow.
And it's
Was it actually?
I've never heard him say that.
I'm so surprised that he didn't promote his show by saying, I hated every second of coming back.
They had a trotload of money come to my house and I couldn't say no. So that's actually kind of it.
Yeah.
But it was nice. That David Tennant photo of him looking out the TARDIS is actually really cool.
Man.
If that wasn't in there, I feel like we'd just be like,
We'd be sat here having a negative conversation.
Great. It's like we haven't had a negative conversation this entire show so far.
Never. We're not negatives. We're positives.
Yes. We're not negative Nancy's.
No.
No point saying it, because I say it every week. Jinx, no. Psych, no hype. Anyway, Redacted is back.
Well, you ruined my segue.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, well, that poster leads to Wild Blue Yonder. Sorry, that picture leads to Wild Blue Yonder, which, as we know, most of it has been redacted.
Oh, that was good, actually.
Yeah, speaking of Redacted, season 2, you read the article because it happened just as I was
didn't
setting
read
up.
the article, I just saw the Twitter headline.
All you had to do was read. I was
on-
setting up camera, testing the audio.
So every time I come down, I'm like, how can I help you? And you're like, don't do anything.
You could help by reading the article that was at your fingertips for our Doctor Who podcast.
What's it going to say? It's coming out next fucking week?
Well,
That's
it is.
it.
Yeah. September 18th, I think you said.
So yeah, the day this episode comes out that we're recording right now will be out.
Go
Well,
watch
the first
Redacted
episode.
season 2.
A bit controversial because the original writer Ella,
Ella, our girl.
for no reason, got fired. So I don't know.
I don't think it's fired. I don't think fired is the right word. I think it's like wasn't invited back.
Somebody stop me! Excuse me. Have you read the article?
No, I'm just
She
saying.
was very upset about it, and
She
I
was.
have actually spoken to her in the DMs. We were trying to get her on the show. I think just things fell through.
Yeah, we're very close.
Yeah, like I think it sucks, but I think some of the original cast is coming back, so you know, God bless to them. But
I'll be listening.
I don't know if I will.
What? You're
do you
that
want from
hurt?
me? I don't know if I just don't know if I will. I don't know. I mean, what I did last time was like, I think I caught up and there was only like 2 more episodes to come out.
Yeah.
And it was fun just to binge them all, so I might just wait for it to be bingeable.
Okay.
I can be the doctor in it.
Oh, David. What if David's there? What if it's like,
What connects to the 60th?
yeah, what if there's like some tie-ins going? That I can get around.
Yeah, or maybe just the doctor's not in it.
But, oh my God, the 60th is like 8 weeks away. Redacted?
Shut up.
It is.
Oh my god.
Redacted?
That sounds so close.
Redacted is, season 1 was 10 episodes long. If season 2 is also 10 episodes long, that means it's going to run through the 60th. Could we, like, what could be up their sleeves, you know?
Okay.
Oi!
Wait for nothing to happen, but...
Episode 1, David Tennant's the Doctor, and episode 10, Shitty Gat was the Doctor. Because
it will end after the 60th.
if it's still 10 episodes long, then it will probably end after the 60th. So it could be like...
When you put it like that with 8 weeks, it does not feel long at all.
I'm
Considering-
happy. I'm excited.
Considering we don't have a full trailer and no posters or a release date.
Don't question it. Don't question
No
it. Don't
release
question it.
date.
We should be used to it. I also want to say, massive news. Here's a good clip for you. The cancelled 13th Doctor story. It's huge. It's massive.
yeah. I know what you're
The fellas over at Who Corner to Corner, lovely, bubbly little podcast over there. They had a smashing guest this week. Part 1 of their Christian Mill interview came out. You should check it out because it's very awesome. I don't want to dive in or spoil any of it, but I do want to just steal one little piece of information from it, okay? And that is that Chris Chibnall confessed to a story that never made it off the ground, but was really close. And they'd got the story together. It just never took that final step into being
wonder
made.
why.
Do you have any idea what the story could be?
I know what you're talking about.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I have Twitter.
It's a sequel?
Yes, it is. It's a returning villain.
Oh, yeah.
Well, technically the villain did return.
It did. This villain is the Pating, and it was supposed to return in its sequel story titled Patings.
So there's more than one.
Multiple Patings.
Multiple things, multiple Patings.
Multiple Patings. And I just think that is so funny.
Who wants that?
Not me.
Literally.
No, but he did say he was like, the setting is what kind of made it. Like, if I told you what the setting was, like, it would have been crazy. And I was kind of sat there listening.
Oh, he
like,
didn't say it.
No, I was sat there like, why didn't you tell us the setting? Please.
What's he gonna lose?
Yeah.
It's
like the setting
can't do it now.
is the 14th Doctor's TARDIS.
Mate, oh, that could have been cool.
The Torchwood Hub.
It's just the Torchwood hub.
I don't know, he's Torchwood
It's
boy.
blown up.
Yeah, the wreckage.
What? Just a hole in the ground?
Eating the hub.
Maybe he wants to come back and do an episode with on the Russells era and be like,
Nah,
the Ting returns.
He actually said that he's messaged Russell and been like, don't tell me anything. He said he's avoided everything. He just wants to be a fan for a bit because he's been
Russell
working.
probably like, I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Chibs has been on the show since season 3 on Doctor Who and since season 2 or so, or Torchwood or whatever. So like he
was series 1 of Torchwood.
Yeah, right. Even
He
better.
did Countryside.
There you go.
Great
so,
episode.
like, he's been in the know of what's happening in Doctor Who for the last 2 decades. So I can understand a guy that is a mega fan just wanting to be like, I'm just gonna put my legs up.
When they mentioned Phlox in Wild Beyonder.
Mate, that's my show.
I did that.
I did that. But yeah, he said he like knows 2 things about the 60th, and it's like all stuff that we know. He knows less than we know. You know what I mean? Like he's been
Neil
avoiding.
Patrick Harris is in it.
That's like all he knows.
He's like, I didn't know until I saw that picture they put out on Friday with Neil Patrick Harris.
That's why they put these pictures out.
I did not know that he was in it.
Any other news, Connor? So I didn't do a run sheet today. I've not had time.
Tell.
I'm sorry. Fuck me.
I know I'm loosey goosey today. I don't know what. I feel like there is, but I can't remember. I feel like if it was that important, I'd remember it.
Well, I'm 120 pages into The Writer's Tale. Very good book. It's come out a good time because I've appreciated because like I said, it's like an email exchange, the whole thing, and it's got like the email like headings and like the time and date it was sent, and so like him and Ben Cook are like having conversations at like 3 a.m. and stuff, and like he's just been at work all day, then he's up writing scripts all night, and then so it just, I don't know, it just got me like feeling creative and like feeling like I can just do anything. So I think I'm reading at the right time.
No, that's great.
I recommend it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, didn't Nicole find it in like a random like bookshop site?
No, it's just on Book Depository, which has now closed down. In fact,
she found it in a.
No, it was on Book Depository.
Oh.
We because she literally was like, she read a lot of books. So shout out Nicole. By the way, she said to me today on the phone, she said, shout me out on the podcast. And I said, sorry, love.
Never shout me out on
sorry, love. I'll only shout you out if you naturally come up. And there you are. But no, Book Depository was closing down. Book Depository was closing down. Right. So they had a sale on. And she was like, any book you want? And I was like, just type in Doctor Who and see what comes up. And The Writer's Tale was there. And I was like, get it for me.
Yeah. I would say though, I'm not opposed to Chris Chibnall doing a spin-off. I feel like I was too mean about him. But
I love that man. Like hearing him talk, I'm like, this is the nicest bloke on the bloody planet. Like he is so nice and actually like very smart. I know like a lot of parts of his arrow we're not necessarily on board with and stuff, but he like is clever. Like he knows what he's talking about. Stop giving me this look.
Teasing you.
Stop giving me this look.
I'm not. I was so much nicer about his era than you were.
Excuse me?
What a change of events.
My rating was higher than yours in the end.
For Timeless Child?
Not... No, I think we had similar for Timeless Child. It doesn't matter.
Can't even remember, to be honest.
I definitely was more...
I think I was nicer about it. Whether dude, points are meaningless. Who cares?
Shut the fuck up.
He won't come on now because of you. Thanks, Aidan.
Because of you, mate.
He literally said, no, I don't like that Aidan guy.
Yeah, not that ginger prick. This fucking redhead rat.
Easy on yourself, bro.
Yes. Okay, so... You know what is... what is...
You don't need a clock to know what time it is.
You know that... You heard of the Timeless Child. Well, let me introduce you to An Unearthly Child. We're good at these segues today, man.
That's good.
On fire. An Unearthly Child, sometimes referred to as 100,000 BC, well, it's got a different name, apparently, is the first serial of the British science fiction television series Doctor Who, first broadcast on BBC TV in 4 weekly parts from the 23rd of November to the 14th of December,
that 1963.
Scripted by Australian writer Anthony Coburn. The serial includes William Hartnell, the first Doctor, companions, know him, Susan.
Not the first Doctor.
What?
Wrong.
Oh, sorry. The second Doctor behind the fugitive Doctor. The first Doctor.
Still wrong.
Shut the fuck up.
You are though.
Oh my... He is the first Doctor. You can't pull this...
I'm teasing
you make it sound like the most amateur, terrible podcast on the planet. Just let me do my bit. Let me get through this thing and we're going to all move on, okay? Alright?
I think you got me on snooze mode right now, bro. You want some milk with that cereal?
That's pretty funny.
Thank you.
That's good. Alright, let me continue this serial synopsis. It features the first Doctor, Susan, Barbara, and Ian. The first episode deals with Ian and Barbara discovering the Doctor and his time-space ship, the TARDIS, in a junkyard. The remaining episodes are set amid a power struggle between warring Stone Age factions who have lost the secret of making fire. Right, Connor.
What a compelling storyline.
Oh, you betcha. I tucked my teeth into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last Monday, knew I had a pretty busy time coming up, so I was like, I'm going to just smash them all out as quick as I can, right? So within 24 hours, like in lunch breaks, just a quick one when I got home from work or whatever, got it done. I have never seen episodes 2, 3, and 4 before. And you know what? The serial is nonsense. Fire. Caveman. Fire. That's the plot. I'm not like not making this shit up. 3 episodes is fire, make fire, and the dialogue is just fire, fire, fire,
You
fire,
do fire. I can't do fire. He can do fire.
Firemaker is leader.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't have fun. First episode is amazing. Not amazing. First episode is very good. I enjoyed the first episode. And then 2, 3, and 4 is just like, it's silly, it's stupid. But there's a bit of charm. I thought it had like a good sense of direction. Like there was some shots in there. I was like, this is pretty good for 60s Who, you know? And now Connor's about to he's about to rip the origins of this beloved TV show, a new
Everyone's
one.
dying to hear my opinion about this.
People are dying. People are dying.
Unearthly Child, I thought was great.
Yeah.
Actually. But I was really confused because last week you said it's like this caveman trilogy afterwards. And I was like, okay. I mean, is this even technically like the first story? Or is Unearthly Child just technically just like the first story, and then this is like the first serial?
This is all, in Doctor Who lingo, this is all the first serial, all 4.
Okay. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but alright.
Oh my god, Connor, when you buy the DVDs, it's called An Unearthly Child.
No, Doctor Who should do what I want.
Oh
okay?
my god.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I agree with that, because I
How
thought...
can you not agree with just like...
They got different names!
True.
They got different names.
Yes, all of the first 2 Doctors era, every episode...
I think I've seen more of it than you, eh? Okay.
Talking to you like makes me literally want to like caveman smash my head into a rock. Like,
What did I do?
I want to go fire, fire. Poof.
What did I do? Except talk about Doctor Who. I really liked Unearthly Child. I thought it was great. I really think it's a great
All
pilot.
4 episodes, apparently.
No, it's not called that. But Unearthly... I'm talking about Unearthly Child. I'm talking about Unearthly Child. The episode 1 of season 1.
Did you watch the pilot or the normal
Not
one?
to be confused with Rose. Huh?
Did you watch the pilot or the normal
episode
one? Nope. The pilot of An Unearthly Child or season 1, episode 1.
Season 1, episode 1.
Oh yeah.
But it would have been a pilot.
No, because they did a pilot and then they had to remake it because it was so bad. Apparently,
Well,
it's on the DVD.
Oh,
Which
that's cool.
I think I watched it a while ago, but I didn't watch it this time.
Only real fans would watch it.
Yeah, I only like to watch the most professional version of it, so I didn't watch the pilot. You know,
It's funny because you actually do speak like that.
me on the set.
Yeah, literally. Have you ever seen After Sun? No, I haven't. Nice, it's on Binge, by the way. I want to check it out.
After Sun,
Because you simp it so hard.
I've got the movie Blu-ray. What can I say?
Good for you. I think the script was really great. I think the direction was great. I think the acting was really good. I think William Hartnell's Doctor is like some old grumpy ass man, and they kind of write him to be like a massive dick.
You probably see a lot of yourself in him.
How long are you waiting on saying that? How long were you waiting on saying that?
When you said you're a grumpy ass man, I was like, that sounds like someone I know.
Yeah, I was like, see, am I on the screen right now? I was just like, yo, this is like
I feel so seen.
it's like literally looking into a mirror.
You were like the Leonardo DiCaprio clicking me.
What a dick. I mean, he is a dick. He really is dick.
He kind of is.
Like, he's not even like...
No, I agree.
Maybe, does he change in season 2 and get a bit more friendlier?
Definitely.
I was going to say, because like, this is like, he's like pretty unlikable.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm like, were you guys trying to get us to like the main protagonist?
He literally kidnaps.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to let you go. Oh no, dearie me, no, dearie me, no.
He did a pretty good first Doctor impression.
Yeah, and by the way, do you remember last week where I like gave a fucking bang on synopsis about Unearthly Child? You know, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
And I even said that he'll be like, oh no, dearie me, no. And he did it. And I was like, yes.
That's him.
That's so good.
You know how the 10th Doctor says Allons-y?
Yes.
The first Doctor goes, oh no, dear me, no.
Oh no, I don't think so, no. Okay, great first episode. Really
I
good.
agree.
Like, I know it's like 60 years old, but like it was entertaining, it was enjoyable. And I really enjoyed it. To finally see like an episode with Susan Foreman, who I've heard so much about, was awesome. I feel like she does nothing in the next 3, but she was great in the first episode, and it was just so interesting to me that this character had a granddaughter, they were related, and then does she leave in season 2?
Yeah, 2 stories into season 2 she leaves.
Right, and then you never see her again, or hear of her again. Well,
Never
you do hear
again.
about her a little bit, but not.
And she's alive and well.
And she's in the 60th, so don't worry about that.
We can only hope.
She will be, I think. But it's just awesome to
Maybe
see her.
she steals Davey's jacket.
Yoink. I'll have that. Surely she meets up with Ian Chesterton again. I know he just came back for
The
power.
boys.
But Mel just came back for power, so it's not like we can't have...
Anything can bloody happen, mate. It's Doctor Who with Russell T Davies at the helm. That's all I got to say on that.
I really like Barbara and Ian
big say.
and Susan, who I was just talking about. I forgot her name.
They definitely...
Doctor's bit.
They definitely, in the caveman stuff, fall into a lot of archetypes. So,
absolutely.
Ian is like the hero. You know, he's off like punching caveman.
Come on, Barbara, we have to keep going.
And then Barbara and Susan just sit there like screaming, going,
If you thought Mel screamed a lot, meet Barbara and Susan.
Susan, the Barb and Suze show.
And it's like, I mean, you know more about this than me, but like, obviously the mics couldn't handle the gain. Because it's like, and I'm like,
My TV started like sparking.
Yeah, like,
you know?
like even more than the season 1 to 4 Blu-rays.
I was literally making that exact same joke.
It's a bit, but you can give it slack because it's 60 years old. Mm-hmm. So, and how your DVD was probably remastered, but what I watched, like, how was like the watermarks and stuff? Because mine was covered in like watermarks and stuff.
No, mine looked pretty good. Hey,
Yeah,
like,
yours is probably the remastered copy. Hey,
well, it's still just a DVD, but it is. They do clean it up.
They did clean it up.
Yeah,
yeah.
So but I actually thought it kind of got me thinking. I was like, how much are they remastering these Blu-rays? Because this DVD looked pretty damn good.
Right, I see.
And there's heaps of film. Did you notice there was like film inserts in there? And that stuff looked great. I'm sure that would look really good on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, well, it's notoriously easier to remaster, isn't it? Film,
well, it's
digital.
The difference is like digital. What you see is pretty much what you got with the digital, but the film withholds a lot of information that was like too much information to be able to be transmitted back in the day. I'm not the biggest expert on this kind of thing, but it's like the film, depending on what film stock you shot it on, so it's like 8mm, 16mm, like 35mm. Depending on what film stock you shot it on is like a different, basically kind of like resolution in terms of like how much information it holds. So it can hold much more information than videotape can, which is what most of Doctor Who in the classic era was shot on.
How much money would it cost for you to shoot your latest film on film? Like a ridiculous amount of money?
Probably.
Could you do it?
Oh, I couldn't pay for that.
No, but I mean, like, but could you do it? Like, could you actually do it?
Of course you could.
But why don't more people do it then?
Because it costs so much money.
It looks better though.
Yes, but it costs so much money.
How much do you reckon it would cost though?
I don't know. I've never looked into it because I know it costs so much money.
I'm not saying you're going to do it. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Well, I haven't looked into it because I'm not going to do it.
$10,000?
No, bro, so much more than that.
Really?
Yeah, because then you come to so many limitations because it's like then you bought all this film.
You can't do like multiple takes all the time.
Yeah, it's like you're racing against the clock to get it done. You run into things like oh god, what's it called? Like I can't remember. There's like a word for it, but it's like sometimes film can just have like a random imperfection on the like film reel, like on the actual film stock, and you don't know it until you rewatch your footage afterwards, and you're like, oh great, someone's face is completely blurred out. You know, that there's so many risks that come with shooting on film, and
that's why he'll never do it.
I'll never do it, mate. Well, I don't know if I was directing $1 billion movie, which I never will, but if I was, yeah, if it felt right for the tone, I would.
It's $1 billion though.
Well, $1 million movie then.
Why are we so mean to each other today?
I don't know. You seem extra grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
Questioning everything I'm saying.
I walked in. I was like doing the worm. I was like,
you did not do the worm.
Doing backflips. I was in a great. And then you were like, I'm tired. I'm grumpy. I'm busy.
Yes.
I'm busy.
That's the answer. I'm tired. So I said to you, if I'm flat, lift me up, give me energy. And what do you do? What do you do? Put me down.
Did I? I'm so sorry I did that.
I'm kidding. So The Unearthly Child.
Yeah, okay. So, loved it. I thought it was great. The Doctor surprised me though, because like, I guess I'm just so used to them being a happy-go-lucky guy / girl. And I guess it surprised me. And I'm sure William Hartnell, not more the Doctor changes and gets a bit more friendlier, but he does just seem like a quite unlikable protagonist, and I'm sure everyone's going to get mad at me for saying that, but
no,
I don't care.
Stand up for that. I agree.
Interesting.
As someone who has only all I've really seen of Hartnell's era is season 2 because of the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I'd agree. And season 2 he's definitely like far more like humbled and more chill, but he's definitely still got some of those tendencies. But you still like him. You still kind of root for him in it. But in going back to this episode, it's like, fuck me, like it's grim days for the first Doctor.
But wasn't he meant to be like like kids were supposed to look at him as like a hero and like
it's like a teacher almost.
But he's just a dick. Like I
what does it say about teachers?
Yeah, true. Most teachers are dicks. I just don't see a kid, and maybe I could be completely wrong. I wasn't there 60 years ago, but like I don't see kids sitting down going like, he was like, wow, what a lovely guy.
I feel like I'd be a kid and I'd be like scared of the Doctor watching this stuff, you know?
That's the thing I will add about the 3-parter afterwards. I think that would have like scared the living daylights out of people back in the day. And I think that's really cool. I could see them being like, it would have been so cool when ahead of its time.
Fire.
Fire.
But I think as well, though, as much as we can like bitch and moan about like the first Doctor being quite grumpy and not likable, I think that's why they jumped on like making Susan, you know, kids were probably rooting for Susan and saw themselves through Susan, and then you have Ian, the action hero, and then, you know, Barb's, who's Barb's, you know, and so I think you kind of root for them a little bit more in these early stories. Just the vibe.
I wanted to ask you about that, actually.
Sure.
Do you think in the first season they were still trying to figure out like who maybe the main character was going to be, or was it always going to be like the Doctor? Because it seems like they have Susan and then like Ian and Barbara, and like
it does. Like, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but I do think from what I've seen in it, it does feel like Ian and Barbara kind of are your main characters whilst they're in the TARDIS. Like, which is actually an interesting take that I don't think enough people kind of talk about.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
vibe from it.
They are. You root for them. They who you relate to, whereas the Doctor is like mysterious and angry. Yeah.
Well, it starts with Ian and Barbara.
Exactly.
And then they're talking about Susan. And then you don't even see the Doctor until like the last 10 minutes. And then it's like, okay, and they think he's trapped an innocent poor girl in a police box.
Very dodge.
It's funny how Susan mentions in episode 2 that the chameleon circuit should have worked, and it doesn't. So is that when he changed it and just kept it like that? That's when like...
So the whole idea is he landed in a 1963 junkyard, and that's why it turned into a TARDIS.
And then he just stuck. He kept it like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's cool.
Wait, well, it broke. He didn't keep it like that. It broke. Yeah, it landed there.
Well, it works in season 22. It turns into a cupboard.
It does something briefly, but that's because it gets like fixed briefly.
Right.
No, the whole thing is the chameleon circuit's broken. You know this.
I know that.
It's always been that.
No, it's not broken. Like the Doctor says he can fix it, but he doesn't.
He doesn't get around. Yeah. So it's broken.
It's not broken. It works in season 22.
Yes, because it gets fixed and then it gets broken again.
How does it get fixed and then broken again?
I don't know.
The TARDIS has a mind of its own.
Connor, it's broken. You don't make the rules of Doctor Who.
I'm not saying I make the rules. Did I say I was making the rules?
You said it's not broken.
Well, no, it's not broken because he can fix it.
Okay.
I guess it is broken.
It is.
But he says he can fix it, didn't want to, likes how it looks.
That's literally it. But it still means it's broken. Did you not see the start of episode 2 when he's like, why is it still a blue box? Or he says like something like that. Like he picks up on it himself.
No, Susan's... That's what I was saying.
No,
Susan
the first Doctor... Doesn't the first Doctor say it?
Susan's like, it should have changed.
I thought the Doctor said that.
It connects to its surroundings.
Oh, maybe... Is it a shot that starts on the Doctor and then the Doctor ducks out and then it racks focus onto Susan and then Susan says it?
Yeah, so what happens is the Doctor goes outside and I think he gets out like a pipe and it looks like a bomb.
I thought that was funny as fuck
and
when he ripped out the pipe.
To smoke.
Oh my God.
And that's why they say he has fire coming from his hands because of the matches. And then he's like, it literally looks like a bomb. I'm not even joking. And then like he's like trying to rip it, and then the caveman like knocks him out and takes him. And then that's when Susan's like, "Where's the Doctor? Why is the TARDIS not changed?" Blah, 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 blah.
So I like how our first Doctor, like the first Doctor Who, pretty much story starts with him just like ripping a fat cone, and then being beaten because he ripped a fat cone.
Yeah, and they think he has fire coming out of him. When they kept saying fire out of his hands, like what are they referring to? I was like.
Because he ripped that fat cone, man.
Yeah, and then I finally got. I was like, fire out of hands? Are they referring to like regeneration? Like, there's no regeneration energy coming from it. They didn't even have regeneration.
In classic Who, they weren't even regenerating like that.
Yeah,
they weren't going.
That's true. Also, when does Gallifrey actually get mentioned by name? Because they mention it, but they don't say Gallifrey. When do they come up with a name for it?
It's quite late on. It's I think the first. There's some like weird order with it. Where I think like the word Time Lord or something first gets mentioned, like, I feel like, is it like late in the second Doctor era or something? It's like, I think, is it the War Games, like when you first see Time Lords, I think? But then it's not until the Three Doctors, I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, the Three Doctors is the first time that you actually see Gallifrey.
I think you mentioned that when we reviewed it.
Yeah. So there's some weird, like it definitely took like years and years to sort of establish this lore.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know when Gallifrey is first mentioned. That might be in the War Games.
Right.
Because that's like a big 10-part finale for Patrick Troughton where he's on trial, I think.
Oh, no, not again.
Maybe, I don't know. Because they force him to regenerate. That's how it ends.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
It's been out for like 50.
Can't wait to watch the War Games and have it all, have the ending fucked for you now. Oh, no. Let me guess. Now he regenerates.
Wow.
That'd be pretty cool if I got you to watch an episode that you didn't know was a Doctor Regeneration episode.
Too late now.
And then it would end. Well, there's other ones you don't know. Can you name all the Doctor Regeneration episodes from Classic Who then? If you're so fucking clever?
What?
Or at least just like tell me like what they are. Like,
Are you mad at me? What's going on?
no, I'm saying. I'm just like general curiosity. Because I would have mentioned a few in passing before.
Five is Case of
Androzani, yep.
Seventh Doctor regenerates in the movie.
Yep.
6 regenerates in
You've seen it.
the.
Oh no, he doesn't regenerate. So it's a lie.
It's the one with
Yeah.
the Rani.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Wrath of Rani or some shit.
It is Time of the Rani.
There you go. 4th is the Watcher comes, and you know the Watcher.
That's basically It's not. Yeah, that's it. It's called Logopolis. And
That's fucking creepy. The Watcher.
it is. Yeah, but the Watcher is just like a very minor part of that episode.
But he's shown in multiple episodes.
He's shown in Logopolis,
Creepy, hey.
just in like a couple of shots in Logopolis, and then he just rocks up at the end.
Doesn't he? Yeah, but doesn't he go in the body of the Doctor?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And there's some like weird like flute music going.
Did someone say the Valiard?
Menu log, or for our UK listeners, just eat.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was Deliveroo.
And it's no. We've got Deliveroo here.
I know, but I thought it was called Deliveroo because of kangaroos.
Well,
We have kangaroos. And
the
they
thing
don't have
is-
kangaroos. Well, they probably do it like a zoo.
so like menu log here, right? The theme tune is like, did somebody say menu log?
Yes.
That's funky. It's catchy. Whatever.
Snoop Dogg and Katy Perry.
The UK version still goes, did somebody say just eats? And it's like,
It's very original.
it doesn't, no, it's just like, it doesn't sound right. It should say menu log.
Why did they change the name?
I don't know, maybe it's some rights thing. It's like the whole Burger King, Hungry
Burger
Jack's
King,
dynamic,
yeah.
right?
That is weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Third Doctor.
Third Doctor?
It's Planet of the...
Ood. I actually don't know.
Arachnids in the UK.
Planet of the Spiders.
Yes.
Of course.
Does that sound familiar?
That does sound familiar.
Okay.
All right, second Doctor. The you just said it.
Yeah, I did.
The Time Games?
The War Games.
Fuck! First Doctor is Tomb of the Cybermen.
No,
Just
but I
the
can
Cybermen.
see where you're going with this.
The Tomb of
Not tomb, no tomb. No tomb.
As,
It's not an of the title.
10th Planet.
There you go.
Idiot, moron, loser. How do I not remember that?
I thought you were calling me that then, and I was like, what?
No. I think that's
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Parting of ways.
Next, well, that's what I was going to say.
End of
Next
Time
challenge,
Part 2.
you have 7 seconds to name the last 3 Doctors, 3
Time of the
generations.
Doctor.
3,
Well
4,
Enough in Time. No,
5,
The Doctor Falls.
6,
Power of the Doctor.
So, you just snuck in.
Too good.
But you know what?
Try and stop me.
You know what?
Day of the Doctor.
Damn. Think
Is
of
that
another
what you
one.
gonna say?
Yeah.
Or John Hurt?
Think of another one. You know what? You forgot one. You got to say it quick.
Oh,
You got to say it quick. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that does count.
Unfortunately, it actually does.
It actually does count. So that is canonized.
The Doctor has been David Tennant's been like 900 Doctors by this point.
It's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I think this would be it for him. He's done. Good.
Until the 70th.
Next, I don't even think he'll do the 70th. I think he might just show up for a brief.
Yeah,
cameo.
I don't think he'll do a big thing again. I think
I don't think he can.
I think he'd be the
after
curator.
this.
Like it's
That'd
like,
be good.
Just like a one scene where he's like, "Hey, who?
Oh dearie me! Oh no, dearie me! No." It's not called Gallifrey Falls no more.
It's two titles.
There's 2 titles.
Gallifrey Falls.
No more.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? We're funny fuckers. Just bring back all the old doctors. I love that.
It's not called I Don't Want to Go.
I love the sound of the Last of the Time Lords, David Tennant in the wheelchair in the old make. I love that.
That's him in the 100th.
Wheeling him out like.
Reeling David Tennant out for the 100th.
I love that so much because that actually generally will be him in the future. Like it generally, we'll actually see one day if that makeup was accurate to old ass David Tennant in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this will be it for
full fledged.
Yeah, which I think
appearance,
makes the 60th a bit more exciting because it's been the last time we actually do see him fully in action.
Yeah, and probably the same with CT.
Until we get the Matt Smith David Tennant spin-off.
Can we start calling Catherine Tate CT? That sounds cool. We should make some nicknames.
But I won't be there.
Some like Aussie nicknames. We got CT for Catherine Tate.
BC for Bernard Cribbins.
Yeah, BC. I like that. Oh no, we just call him Bernie.
Bernie, mate.
Oh, Bernie.
Where's your beer, mate?
Cribbo. Oh, Cribbo.
You want to give
Who else we got?
Rosie.
Billo. The thing is, dear UK listener, Australian slang is basically you just either put an E or an O on the end of something. Like
Bolo.
People used to call me Ado.
Oh, I hated Aidan.
Or Greenie.
I hated Aidan. I used to hate that.
What, Ado?
Aidano.
Aidano.
I think I called you
there was
Aidano
Aidano for a bit, wasn't there? Aidano!
Yeah, that was... Yeah,
Let's go down to the trainer!
Yeah,
Let's fuel up the car at the servo!
Did anyone ever call you... No, I've never called you Greenie, but did people actually call you Greenie?
Yeah.
Okay, I never called you that.
No.
I didn't really hit the nickname.
We should start calling the doctor Doco!
Can we just keep
Doco!
Australians away from Doctor Who as far as we can?
Excuse fucking me. An Australian wrote An Unearthly Child, so suck my nuts.
Did he write the other 3?
Yeah, because it's all one fucking story, mate.
Disagree with that. I'm just saying to
You're so wrong, though.
You're in a bit of a tantrum today, aren't you?
No, because you keep saying things that are just like facts.
Just to annoy you, and it works.
It does. Me and my
it does
kombucha
work.
are getting angry as fuck.
I bet you snot vodka in there.
Let's get a kombucha.
I'm not drinking tonight. Sneaking vodka in. I saw ya. I seen it.
I'm cleaner than you, man.
I'm clean.
And I've not been drinking.
I haven't been drinking for... I didn't drink last night either, so... How about that? I enjoyed staying sober yesterday, actually.
I have. There's something weird like...
Oh, no, I did drink last night. Shit, I did. I went out with Dan.
You sent me a picture of you down the pub. Or Dan down the pub.
Did I?
You did. You said, wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dano.
Snapchat, yeah. It wasn't a big one. I had work the next day, which was today. Up at 7 o'clock.
Congratulations.
No. Driving to work. This is my podcast.
Listening to your own podcast.
Nah. My favourite. Age-free.
Okay. Anything else to say on The Unearthly Child? Because there's actually not a lot to say on it.
It's really good.
Right, you have said that already. When I say Unearthly Child, I mean all 4.
Okay, that's why you confused me when you say that. Okay, I'm not even trying to meme. I actually got confused when you
Right,
said
well,
that.
just on this story in general.
Okay, so we are including the Skull Cave.
Yes, it's all one story.
The Fireman and the Haunted Forest of Redacted. I found it captivating, scary, frightening,
Thrilling,
entertaining.
Couldn't wait for it to not end.
Spicy, sexy.
Can you rank the titles for me?
Okay.
So I'll give you the titles. You put them in an order, like the which one sounds best. Mm-hmm. You got Unearthly Child, Cave of Skulls, Forest of Fear, and the Firemaker. By the way, I just want to quickly before you do that, just looking at this because it's got the viewing stats here. You can tell, like, word of mouth kind of spread. Oh no, but also JFK bloody
JFK
died.
died,
So that fucked up the premiere because it went from like 4.4 mil on the first episode to 5.9 mil to 6.9 mil, and then when everyone realized it was just cavemen doing caveman stuff, it went down to 6.4 mil. But still, like, good. Like, they gained viewers after the premiere, which is no mean feat, you know, especially when JFK died the second that it all happened. Rank my titles for me.
Definitely An Unearthly Child number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the skull cave, the cave skull.
They kind of get worse every time, don't they? I think it's like
the Cave of Skulls.
Unearthly Child is best, and then it just gets worse each time.
And I say Firemaker would be third, and the Forest of Fear.
I think
fourth.
3 and 4 both just sound as garbage as the other.
I like the Firemaker. It sounds cool. It's kind of cool.
Okay, well,
we have the gig.
We can all make fire, mate.
Fire.
Maybe that should be the plot for the 50% movie.
Fire.
Me and you like fire.
How do we get fire to work?
Do you make fire? Crispy Pro? Can you make fire?
Yeah, I can make fire.
I can make fire.
Crispy Pro can do anything.
Yeah, man. He would like blink, and then it's like,
I feel like he has like the cure to COVID. Like, he has everything. Like, he could just save everyone. You know, he could like they could be like a dead bird. He could like kiss it, and it would start flying away.
He's got the kiss of life.
Yeah, kinda.
Damn.
He's like an angel like that. I think every single time I watch some of these classic stories, they're too damn long. Okay, you could easily cut an episode. Okay, any episode after episode 3 is going to be tossed. I'm warning you, with peace and love.
Connor wants no resolution.
I have too much to do.
He wants no resolution.
No,
I should just stop watching them after episode 3 and just see how.
I mean, did we really need the Forest of Fear? What did they do?
This one in particular,
they just ran outside and it didn't do anything.
This one in particular was like, very much about like you could have done all 3 of the last 3 episodes as one episode.
Yeah,
it's literally fire.
I think like something like Survival really works because it's 3 episodes. Wasn't Two Doctors 3 episodes?
Yeah,
that felt too long as well
because it was 3 45-minute episodes.
Well, that's true.
So,
because they try to spice it up.
Try something a little bit different. It's like Stephen Moffat done 2-parters all the time, you know.
I will say this: I enjoyed this a lot more than something like the Two Doctors for sure.
Oh, 100%, mate.
Because I just found that way too long, and the Doctors don't even meet to like the 3rd part.
Yeah, for like the scene.
I think I've come a long way for you. I love that.
And Pat Troughton's like got this weird makeup going on.
I love that. Oh god, I love that. I've come a long way for you, meme. I always use that when I have to go pick up a parcel that you know, and they go to knock on the door for your parcel and it's not there, and I go to pick it up and I put it on Twitter. I've come a long way for you. And like
the doctor when he gets to Gallifrey.
I've come a long way for you. The long way rounds. Yeah, good. I think it's a really good introduction, but you have to be like, I think, a fan to enjoy it because
no one's watching this if you're not a fan.
Yeah, I think that's true. Unfortunately.
Can you give me a score out of 10 for it, Connor?
I am gonna give Unearthly Child, Cave of Skulls, The Forest of the Shite, and The Firemaker is it combined?
Yep.
A 7 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ, Connor, settle down.
Jesus Christ.
Settle down, mate. Settle the fuck down.
I'm on fire. I'm the Firemaker. Try and stop me.
You're the fire. Jeez. Well, I'm giving it a 6.
Boo. Aidan hates Doctor Who. He hates.
I thought it sounded
everything.
like I liked it more than you, but that was.
You said that about Chris Tudor when you were wrong about that too. Oh so God. Here we are, baby.
Okay. Well, that was nice.
I can't believe we actually finally watched the first episode of Doctor Who and then the first serial after that.
I feel like we didn't analyze it and talk about it that much, but like,
what is there to analyze?
Literally,
fire.
But fuck all.
Fire.
We need like a fire count. How many times do they say fire in that?
Fire. Someone count fire.
One of my favorite comments that we got recently was on the YouTube short of us doing Ryan and Yaz's in prison. When it says, right, we were just going, Yaz, no.
Yaz, don't do it.
No, Yaz.
Yaz, wow.
No. And someone just quoted that, and I was like, yeah, that's funny.
What? Just quote us going, Yaz,
Yaz,
wow.
no.
Yaz,
no.
Yaz, wow. I didn't notice you.
All right, guys, that is our show.
Back next week for the Tomb of the Cybermen.
No.
I know. What's it? What are we doing?
Hopefully the Ice Warriors.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Patrick Cham?
Yeah. You just got to try and figure out a way to watch
Ice Warriors. Ice is made of water and his last name's Trout. Do you think there's a connection? Dead
You
air.
can subscribe
Jeez. Wow.
to the
That was
podcast. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor and on TikTok at 50Doctor Who. Kind of let's sing out in song. Can't be about to die.
It's Aidan at Connor's podcast. We're doing the Unearthly Child review and the first serial of Doctor Who. Da 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 da. Hey, Aidan can't wait to get rid of me tonight.
Honestly, I'm like,
am I giving you a headache?
will you just leave?
It's that cough I had before I came.
I know,
in.
you're scared. Stop! Stop! You sound like a caveman who's found fire.
Fire. Count all those. Fire. We'll be back next week for the Ice Warriors, baby.